Hello everybody and welcome to today's reaction video. Today we're reacting to the one and only, who is it?
Are you asking me? Are you telling me?
I'm asking
Is
you.
it going to be? Are you asking? I'll have a guess at Gabrielle.
Okay, what a great guess. So, let's have a look. Um, so, a request and donation has come in from Leonard Webb. Thank you so much for the very generous 10 US dollar donation. We really appreciate that. That is really, really good. And really, well, we're really chuffed about that, really are. So, I'm really grateful. So, Leonard's comment says, I really enjoy your content. I would like to request Gabriel Henrique's cover of Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey's Some Sweet Day. So, have the song ready. So, do you know the song? Backstreet
Yeah,
Boys.
so it's one of those. I know they did quite a couple of covers together. I'm pretty sure the second it comes on, I'm gonna recognize it. But initially, first off, I couldn't sing it to you. I couldn't think of it until I hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously well aware of Boyz II Men, and of course Mariah Carey. But this particular song, I don't recognise it from the title. But it might be like a case of you. Same with you. Might
Mm.
just recognise it straight away. I don't know. Let's see.
Sorry, I never told you all I wanted to say, and now it's too late to hold you, 'cause you've run away, so far away.
Okay, so paused it just before halfway, as we usually do. So that's the first question then, Brett, is do you know the song?
Yes, I do. I definitely do recognize it. So it's not one that I know like really, really well, but recognize it and do know it.
Okay, well, that was the first question. So second question is, are you enjoying the performance?
I am actually, because obviously the interesting, take on this one is the fact we've got obviously two different type of artists within the same song. We've got Boyz II Men, we've got their bit, and we've also got the Mariah Carey bits. And even though I don't know the song that well, you can obviously, even from Gabrielle's performance, tell probably which bits, is the Mariah bits and which are the Boyz II Men bits. And I think he's doing both parts really, really well. But I kind of like that, he does have, he's quite the same a lot of times, Gabriel, but he does have that sort of variation to it. And I think being able to do it in this song to show it in this song with those two different parts is a big plus. So yeah, we've got some bigger parts of the song coming up, but so far, very, very good.
You say we've got bigger parts coming. Is that because you you know the song well enough to know that.
Yeah, and because this is Mariah Carey, we're talking about him. We know even
What she
without
does.
knowing the song too well. Yeah, there is those. But yeah, from what I remember, just when we get to those choruses, we're going to have, as we learn about those sort of runs and stuff, which is going to be the Mariah Carey bits a bit later on.
Yeah, so I don't know this song, but what I would say, as soon as he started singing, it did sound very much like Boyz II Men. I could imagine this bit. I know it is a Boyz II Men song, but it just had that feel to it. I don't know the way he was singing it, the start, maybe the start. I don't know, the start of the song. It just felt very Boyz II Men. So I've kind of been, what's the word? I've kind of like being focused on it's a Boyz II Men song rather than Mariah Carey as well. So you've kind of managed to kind of see him doing both parts, whereas I'm kind of just thinking about Boyz II Men. But so I'm going to try to focus on Mariah Carey as well to see how he kind of sings those parts. Yeah, really enjoyed the performance. I think he's doing a really good job as he so often does, and definitely looking forward to the second half of the song. Even though, like I said, I don't know the song, but I'm sure it's going to go up another level. So let's see what he's got.
I never showed you as you always be there, and I took your presence for granted, but I always care, and I know you're shining down on me from heaven, like so many friends we lost along the way, and I know eventually you'll be together once we're there. Oh, I know the sun will never shine the same. I'll always look through the brightest day. Yeah, yeah. And I know when leave me down to sleep, you will always listen as I pray. And I know you're shining down on me from heaven, like so many friends we lost along the way.
So can I just ask? Well, no, we probably don't know the answer, but I'll just get what you think it might be. That this backing that's going on with these voices, is that Boyz II Men or what? Who's doing that?
Well, yeah, I don't know for definite, but it is, that would normally be the Boyz II Men guys singing that kind of bit there, whereas that's actually taken from the bit. I couldn't answer. Can't officially answer that one for you.
Okay.
And I know together once we're there. And I know you're shining down on me from heaven, like so many friends we lost along the way. And I know, yeah, get through it once we're there. Sorry, I never told you, only wanted to say.
Okay. So how did you find the whistles and the runs?
Yeah, listen, the whistles and the runs were absolutely fantastic, as we always say, Gabriel. What I really wanted to focus a bit more on, because because I know this one, but I don't know it well enough to know. I think you were saying before you were going to try and listen out for the Boyz II Men bit similar to the Mariah Carey bit. I think because Mariah Carey mainly does with the chorus bit. What I really found most impressive is, and had to keep reminding myself, is there just one person singing, but it did feel like it was Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey singing that song, even though it was just Gabriel there on his own. The transition he did from doing sort of the Boyz II Men bit and then sort of before he got to the chorus was almost turning into the Mariah Carey bit earlier than I would normally expect it to be. And it sort of blended the two amazingly well. And I said, it's always been a great song because they both, Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men, complemented quite well. But I said, Gabriel's there doing it on his own and able to do both of their work in by himself. And I think that is probably more impressive. I enjoyed from that than his usual sort of runs and whistles, to be honest, in this particular performance.
I know what you mean. A bit like it was kind of a bit like a hybrid performance. It's like
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Great way to say it.
yeah, I get that. Yeah, I felt that as well. I'd say I certainly felt the Boys to Men part, especially just I guess a lot because of the backing was obviously male, and and I think I don't know, it sounded like it was Boys to Men. Um, but yeah, it still had that Mariah Carey feel to it. It imparts. So yeah, it was a good kind of just for me. Sometimes with Gabrielle, there are certain songs that maybe start off slow, they really build up, and they like and they leave me in just complete awe and amazement by the end of it. With this song, it wasn't quite like that. It just it was more of a steady Eddie to me. It did you know yeah, he did his runs and whistles and stuff at the end, but it wasn't like I don't know how can I explain it. It was just had me kind of hooked from very early on, and it was a just good sort of performance. It just took it up a little notch as we got towards the end. So I really enjoyed that as a whole, spectacle. And like you say, it was that kind of hybrid between Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey. So yeah, that was really impressive. You got anything else to add?
Um, no, again was just sort of agree what you obviously just said just then. Um, and how I think I was going to say, but like in the past, we have seen Gabriel do where he's been sort of more, I would say more like sort of that same sort of Boyz II Men kind of style singing, and then took it up a notch and does more sort of Mariah Carey. So it's not like we've not heard that sort of thing that Gabriel's not done that stuff in before. But I think in this context, just because we had those two specific artists we were sort of listening to, it just really showed it a lot more often, that one.
Okay. So there we go. That is it from us. So thanks once again, Leonard, for the request and donation. We enjoyed that one. And we will see you again soon for the next one. Goodbye.